It's good, boys.
It's good.
Was good.
I
What are we
don't think we've
doing?
done just a three-person podcast in a few weeks, have we?
It's been a little while.
It's been like
Yeah.
four or 5 weeks now. Was it Costfinger, then Kicks,
Kicks
Lollipops,
and Lollipop. Yeah.
and Ed? We had Ed before that as well.
That was a while back, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Or was it?
I mean,
Maybe
before
I'm
like
tripping.
I think
Oh,
Ed was the
okay, yeah,
first,
yeah.
and then it was Costfinger, and then Kicks, and then Lollipop.
Oh, right, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah. But it's good though. I
Yeah.
like doing the interviews. It's a good little switch up.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's
Definitely
good
got
to.
some beats or gems. I
Yeah,
feel like I
definitely.
could start my own beat channel now.
Yeah, we've all quit doing YouTube, started doing type beats instead now.
Has it made you want to start a type beat channel after speaking with these guys?
I mean, I kind of have already, but it's not like
Mm.
I'm not all in on it. It's just kind of an experiment, but if it pays off, then I'll just keep it going.
Are you still doing daily uploads?
Yeah, it honestly is quite easy because I get sent a lot of like melodic loops, like gunner loops,
Right.
and they're for the most part, it's one of them beats where you can. It's just muscle memory. You can just knock it out. It's like doing
Yeah.
a rod wave pain loop. For you, it's like just doing a dark drill beat. You can just do it in your sleep. So
Yeah.
yeah, I basically just make sure I've got seven ready for the week every Monday.
Mm.
I'd have to cook up every day. I might make 2 beats one day, none the next day,
Right.
3 beats at the week, and then even if I haven't got 7, I'll just go back through like some of my old beats that I still like, and I'll just use them to upload.
Yeah.
So it's manageable for now. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, in the long run. But
Got you.
yeah, it's just trying to keep ahead of it.
Yeah, I guess if the beats are kind of simple, it makes it a lot easier rather than like spending hours on a beat. So that's one thing that
Yeah.
put me off before, where it was like, I know it should be easy to upload a beat every single day as like as a producer, but some people just spend like I feel like I spend a long time on beats, especially if it's like drill beats with switch ups and everything, because you're kind of doing like 2 different beats in one. But if you're using loops, I guess that makes it way easier
Yeah.
Mm.
and more manageable.
Yeah, as well if it's like if you're lucky enough to have like good loops been sent to you as well, like
Yeah.
it makes because you can literally just add drums. They some like people loop makers are that good that they'll just make it so you don't even have to do anything really. You just add drums and maybe change
Yeah.
the pitch and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
How do you manage to
Um,
fit that in your schedule? Like, is that the first thing you do each day? Like, is it like, right, let me get this beat out of the way and then I can get on with my day?
no, not really. I just like Monday I'll finish everything. Like throughout the week I'll just maybe start a few ideas, like maybe like 15 minutes I'll start a beat, not arrange it or anything, not mix it.
Mhm.
Sometimes I might just get a whole beat finished, but on the Monday that's just like from like 9 till like 2 p.m. Like that's
Right.
just get it all done then, just get all
Okay.
7 beats mixed, finished, arranged, bounced out, get all the artwork done, upload, literally just upload everything and
Yeah.
then schedule it, just schedule it out for the week. So I'd say the bulk of it gets done on the Monday, and then throughout the week
Okay.
I'll just start ideas
That's when
here
you're
and there.
making beats anyway.
Yeah, so
And you
Not
do all
too
the
bad.
thumbnails and the videos and everything yourself.
yeah. Honestly, I just go on Gunner's IG, and then he always uploads like carousels of pictures, so it's kind of easy. So I just screen grab them, or I'll go on like Getty Images, just grab one of them, or it's quite quick. Just find some recent photos,
Yeah.
put them. How do I do them now? I just put them into Photoshop, and I've just got a few like like layer masks on top where it just makes it look sort of like vintage,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then so it's quite quick. Like it only takes about 15 minutes to do all the artwork. Yeah,
Cool.
I didn't want it to kind of take a lot of time up, because I know like that guy Kicks who we had on last time. He only drops like a beat a week or a beat every 10 days or so, because he spends like a lot of time on the beat and then he goes through and does all the visuals and stuff. So just wanted to make it as streamlined as possible.
I hear that.
Yeah.
How's
How
it
about
going?
you? Do you know what? It's gone alright so far. I've got well, it's not amazing, but I've got two or three videos that have done okay now. I didn't even realize, but until I checked it the other day. But yeah, one of them hit like 7K views, which for a
Nice.
channel on like 100, just hit 100 subs. It's not like crazy. So yeah, that was kind of unexpected.
And does that
So,
translate
yeah.
over into sales as well?
Nope.
Damn.
Nah, nothing yet. There's a few free downloads on it, and to be fair, I get quite a lot of free downloads anyway. But
Mhm.
I've always been like, I looked back at my stats the other day, and I've got like in like the last 90 days for like 3K free downloads, but like zero sales. So I
It's
don't
a lot
know.
of free downloads for no sales.
Yeah, it was making me like question it. I was like, is my BeatStars like even working properly? Have I got everything linked up? So I checked
Yeah.
it. I just bought a beat from myself, and it was all working fine. I was like, yeah, people just must be using free downloads a lot more these
Wow.
days. Yeah.
That's
So
that's crazy.
yeah. How about you? Do you think you'd do it?
Nah,
You're
I'm
just not on
I'm
that wavelength anymore.
not right now, no. I did I don't know if I ever told you this, but I did start a beat channel maybe about a year or two ago. But I
Hmm.
did it very undercover because it was going to be a part of a video where
Yeah.
I wanted to see how much beats I could sell. And I'd say within like a month, well, I did 2 weeks. I did the first 2 weeks and I did what you did, just scheduled for 2 weeks. And then
Yeah.
at the end of the 2 weeks, I was meant to do it again. But I got lazy and I was just like, I can't be bothered. But I checked back maybe like a month later, and one of the videos did really well. It got like 30K views,
Damn.
and the rest of them probably got around like 300 to 500 views, but no sales.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? I wonder what like just triggers people to buy the beat in the end, because there's a lot of people doing good views regularly,
Mhm.
but I don't know how it kind of translates into sales. Maybe I don't know.
Do
Maybe
you think
just
the
one
free
or two.
download thing could be a reason, or do you think that's necessary?
I don't know. I don't think it matters. Like I think regardless of whether you
I
provide a
mean,
free
people are
download, it
gonna
doesn't
download
matter.
it anyway.
They'll just rip it. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Like I set up memberships, and then cancelled the free downloads on everything. So
Mhm.
the free download still shows up, but then it pops up with a window saying like this is free with this membership instead of
Mhm.
you can just get it for free. Just because I know people will just rip it from YouTube anyway because there's less tags on there.
We do the membership on BeatStars, like a
Yeah,
subscription.
I just set that up because it come if on your BeatStars Pro page it still comes up with the free download symbol on the right.
Yeah.
And I asked Kix about it, and he said, "Yeah, I just switched it to that because they're ripping beats from YouTube anyway. Like, there's less tags
Mm.
on the YouTube version compared to the BeatStars version, so
Yeah.
it's not really gonna make a
I
big
guess it's more
difference."
to collect emails though, isn't it? Those free downloads.
Yeah, it's good for that. In fact, that's a good point actually. I don't know why I
But
turned it off now.
with those emails though, how good quality are they if they just always download them for free?
Yeah, if they're all free downloads, like the quality's not going to be amazing. It's still going to be some kind of conversion rate here and there. People are always going to come back and buy beats if they are beat buyers, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, I'm not too sure. I was saying to Ocean just before you cut off, Jay,
Yeah.
that I checked my stats on BeatStars, like just going back for like the last like 3 months, and
Hmm.
like in 3 months I got like 3K free downloads, but like still
Oh, really?
zero sales. I think I made a few sales on like small kits that are on there, but
Right.
not actual beats. So yeah, it's just like a lot of free downloads, but still like the conversion's not up there.
Yeah.
So
I think what I used to find is like a lot of people will download beats because really you put the free download there for practice purposes. That's how you'd like word it in your email. Like you can download the beat for free to write to it, record to it, just to see if you can capture a vibe to it. But then if you want to release the music, like release a song, that's when you have to buy the beat. So it's like free to
yeah,
download, but not free to release. So maybe it's like a lot of people download the beat, they write to it, record to it, and then you know how artists are, they might record like loads or just they put off releasing or it doesn't make their album like for whatever reason. So maybe there's just like a big backlog. Maybe in like another 3 months time, like the people that downloaded it 6 months ago, they'll start buying it 'cause it's
yeah,
like time for them to release their projects then. So it could be something like
yeah,
that.
maybe,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
You also
Um,
get, I don't know if it's the same for yours, but because I know that a lot of producers are watching my type beats, like I get a ton of downloads, but I feel like it's a lot of producers downloading them as well. Like people have said they'll
yeah,
download them
Yes,
to like check the
probably
mix or just
reference.
because they like it. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that's
So
true.
that's another
That's a
thing.
really good point, actually. I never even thought of that because, yeah, because a lot of beats that you make on tutorials, yeah, same for us. Like, yeah, we're just gonna throw them up on BeatStar. So
Yeah,
yeah, producers are gonna find them, aren't they? And then yeah, just check them for mixing references and stuff. Yeah, that's a really good point.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's probably like 80% producers, 20% rappers.
The producers are everywhere, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Everywhere. Vultures.
Yeah, that's it. I see you done you're about to release the new trap bundle. So you posted it yesterday, you posted it.
Yeah, yeah. I just got the artwork back, so posted that yesterday. I haven't really announced anything about it yet, but it's pretty much there. I'm just at the stage where I'm like, I still want to design more sounds for it, and then just filter through everything. Because I'm sure you do the same, but like when it comes to the drums, I'll make like 30, 40 snares and then maybe pick like 15 just to keep. So I still wanna. I've got like enough sounds, but I still wanna make more and then narrow it down. Because what I've done is I've got I've done the usual stuff like got phrases, like someone to play like flute, guitar, vocals, xylophone, just like random stuff. So there's phrases, um, midis, loops, drums, a chorus, like everything. But then for the drums, like I did get some other guys involved, but I always end up either redoing the drums or just I don't know. I find it hard to find someone that's really good at drum sound design. So I've
Yeah.
ended up just doing most of the drums myself for this one. I think when you get a sound in your head that you just know you really want, it's so hard to find someone that's gonna match that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
But it's almost
it's
there,
one of them
man.
things, isn't it?
So this
Yeah, good
bundle,
stuff.
what is it? Just like what kind of trap is it, or is it kind of versatile?
Like hard hitting, like dark trap, some sort of like glitchy sounds in there. So I guess you could use it for like super trap as well. But yeah, just like hard hitting dark trap. It's the main thing.
Yeah.
But I
What's
guess
going to be
any
in
like
it?
trap kit is quite versatile, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah.
When
What
you
in
gonna
the
drop?
drum kit?
Mhm.
Hopefully
Well, and
the
everything.
20. So it's gonna drop hopefully the 26th, which is my birthday, and then yeah, there's 6 kits I think. There's like a phrase kit, a drum kit, a portal bank, analog lab kit, obviously the course, and then what's the other one? I forgot now. Or maybe it's like 5 kits and then the course. Yeah, I can't
Right.
remember.
Nice.
But similar to like the drill ones that I've done really. But this one's obviously just trap.
Yeah, nice, man. Sounds good.
I don't know how you guys have been finding it recently though, but I really do think it's getting to a point where like kits and bundles stuff is becoming a bit like oversaturated. Like they don't bang the same way they did like a few years back. And maybe it's because like so many people are doing it now. And then maybe that's why everyone's moving towards the community side of things as well. Have you noticed like recently everyone's got a community? Like a few years ago, everyone started the whole like drum kit thing. But now it's like, yeah, everyone's kind of shifting towards a community thing. And I don't know if it's because there was just such a big influx of people releasing kits.
I think it's like the same with anything. Like kits started off kind of sparse. Like when we first started, it was hard to get one kit with just all the best sounds. You had to kind
Yeah.
of just download like 10 gigabytes worth of kits and then trying to find them yourself.
Mhm.
So it kind of started off like that, and then I thought, yeah, I know what you mean. Like over the last few years, there's just kits everywhere. Like you can literally find any kit. If you like, you just use YouTube. Yeah, just use YouTube to find a kit,
Yeah.
and you're pretty much sorted. So I think it's just kind of like anything. It's only the people that are the best at doing it that kind of can keep it going. People like you, people like Al Hug can put out really like unique kits. So yeah, I know what you mean, but yeah, everyone's got a community now. I remember you started yours a
Mm.
while ago now. It's been a good like 2 years now since you started your one.
Yeah, you was at one of
Yeah,
the
mate.
first I seen.
Yeah,
I think I started it. Yeah, it could have been close to 2 years maybe. So it has been
Yeah.
a while. But yeah, maybe
Yeah.
with kits, it's like I think you do have to work harder these days to make it more appealing because there's so many options out there, and a lot of people are just like taking sounds, putting them in their own kit, and then like reselling them. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, how do you find out who's got like the actual unique stuff, and like why am I gonna pay for this kit when there's so many resources out there on like Reddit and YouTube? But there are people like making good kits as well. Like you can find some good soulful stuff with people like Al Hug
Yeah.
and like where people are actually like
Kavi.
recording things from scratch, yeah, and just like going in with
Mm.
it. Kavi's got great kits. Like you guys always drop unique stuff as well. So there's people out there who do it, but yeah, I think I've just noticed the shift over the last few years.
Yeah, for
Because if
sure.
you remember at one point, you could just drop like a single kit, a drum kit, and it would bang.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's like,
Just one drum kit.
that's
Yeah.
definitely changed. Now it's like, right, I need to really stack this up with value. It's like we need phrases, we need presets, we need everything and everything.
Yeah, these bundles are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
there's any way that everyone's using a complete bundle.
No.
Nah. Nah, definitely
It's
not.
a lot of sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I always think, like, is it still worth going back to just dropping single kits, but just being like
Carefully curated.
maybe
and
more.
that.
Sorry.
Just very carefully curated.
Yeah, like not always like not a drum kit. Maybe you just plan it out for the year. It's like drum kit January, February, like a preset kit, maybe a one shot kit, maybe a preset bank for like a specific VST. Just get quite more niche with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Try it that
Maybe
way.
it's like what do you call it? When you see a bundle, it just seems like great value
Mm.
compared to just a one kit.
Yeah, I think maybe people buy it just to have it, and then they might come to it at, when they get bored of making a certain style. Like, oh, I got this kit in the bank. I'll just use that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're right.
How do you guys organize your drum sounds? These days when I open FL, I feel like my whole my drum folder's
Yeah.
a mess. It's
Yeah.
almost like overwhelming, like it gives you anxiety or something, and then you'll come across some people who are so organized. I don't really know what the perfect way is to organize the drum folder. Like sometimes I think, do you just, all right, every time you get a kit, just pick out the best sounds and put them in like a stash folder. But then it's like, but sometimes you might want to cook up, like say if you're cooking up EDM, you don't want to go to your snare folder that's going to be full of like trap and drill and everything. So
Yeah.
what do you guys think is the best way to organize your drum folder?
That way that you just said is probably a good way because you know where things are.
Mm-hmm.
My way though is just based off of memory. So I kind of
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
remember, oh yeah, there's a snare in LLB's kit that I like, or
Yeah.
oh, there's the Degrees 808 or something in the Cactus kit,
Mm.
and then
Yeah.
I just have to go through J Cactus. Okay, there we go. Which one is it? Volume 1, Volume 2.
That's so long though, isn't it?
That's
Even
so
you just
long,
saying
yeah.
this, it's like
It is kind of long. I'm not gonna lie, it's
Yeah.
kind of long. I do have a folder for my own stuff, so I can just quickly go to my stuff.
yeah.
And then I also have I got a folder called randoms, which is literally just random just one stuff. So like a random snare,
Right.
a random kick that I flick through. I like, but I also separate all my hip hop and trap drums are just in producer kits, and then all my
Mhm.
electronic stuff is in the electronic kits, and then my
Right.
kits, and then random. But it's not ideal.
I wonder if
works
the
for
best
me,
way
though.
would be to be like, all right, you have just like a main stash folder, and then, for example, click on claps, and there'll be like digital sounds, so like trap and drill, live sounds for obviously like boom bap and things like that, and then maybe like
Yeah.
a separate one for like EDM, and then so
Yeah.
there's like subfolders in each one. Maybe that would
Yeah.
be a good way. I have come across like one person who's done that, where it's just like everything was either live or digital. So then if you're gonna make like if you need
But
an
then there's
acoustic
just
sound or
too
if you
many
need
claps. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, there's let's say on average 12 claps in a kit, and I've
Mhm.
got maybe 100 kits. That's 120 claps to go through. I'll just never pick a clap. There's just too
I
much
mean,
overload.
yeah,
It's
but
too much, yeah.
I meant when I'm saying that, I meant only you're still picking like the best sounds from the kits that you get. So not
Mhm.
every single clap in there.
Oh, okay.
Still
So
cherry
it's
pick
just
the
like-
best ones, but then
yeah,
put them in
that
the
makes sense.
subfolder where it's like stash,
Yeah, yeah.
clap, like trap slash drill, and then EDM,
Yeah,
like
that makes more sense.
depending on how many
But
genres
you
you
know
make.
what is cool as well? Sometimes it is nice to just be a bit random. And so
Yeah, for
you
sure.
have claps, but you have really random claps that could work, or really
Yeah.
random perks. One thing I do though, I do separate out loops from all my drums. So you'll never find loops in a drum folder. You'll
Mm.
never find
MIDI maybe.
like one shots and midis. Those are all in separate folders.
Yeah.
It's only drums that will be in the kits. So then,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
like
good point.
a folder for vocals and all the kits that have vocals, all the textures, all the loops, all the one shots.
Do you know in Logic, do you still have to use like your normal browser outside of Logic to preview sounds?
Not anymore. The new update, I think it automatically converts the file. So even if it's not
Okay.
the right hertz, it will play.
Right.
But you know what's not cool though? I've noticed. I think in FL you can do this. You can play your beat and preview the sound at the same time to see if it fits.
Yeah.
But there's some sort of glitch in Logic at the moment, or in mine. I'm playing my beat, but if I click on the sample, it won't play. I have to pause my beat and click the sample.
Oh, that's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
Yeah.
I've noticed that when we're cooking up, you never, even in
Use the
FL, you'll
browser.
pause the beat and then just click through sounds. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do that. I need to hear the beat
That's
whilst I'm.
funny
Yeah.
because I noticed you always keep your beat in a loop.
Yeah, I
Mm.
And
never
I'm
really
like,
stop
how are
it.
you keeping up with this? It's
That's the
moving
best
too
way.
much.
Because if you're
Yeah,
like
it's true.
previewing, if you're auditioning like claps and snares and shit, you want to hear the beat playing because then you know exactly which one's gonna fit.
No, yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
And FL as well, you can like say if you bring a sound into the channel rack, like a clap or whatever it is, if you use like the mouse wheel and you click on one of the sounds in the in the folder in the browser, it
Mhm.
will swap it with the sound that's already in there. Like
Oh,
say if
yeah.
you've got the
Highlighted,
snare
yeah.
highlighted, you use the mouse wheel. So you could just keep the beat loop in, then use the mouse wheel, just click, and then instantly you've just got the new sound, and then that's like the perfect way to see which one's gonna fit best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that does make so much sense.
Yeah. It's good for beat making FL. It's not too bad.
Yeah, you should try it, man. It's good.
It's a revolutionary piece of kit.
Yeah,
Change
no.
many people's lives.
Yeah.
You know what
it's
though?
true.
I did buy Logic recently.
Oh yeah, for recording.
Yeah, just in case, because I needed to. I was putting out a video with Geo. I was doing it for Waves, and I was releasing the vocal chain that we did for Love and War.
Mhm.
But I only had the Logic preset, so it was either get Jinka to like send me a screenshot of like every preset in Logic and then try and recreate it, or just get the Logic ones and then save the presets within the plugin. So I
Yeah.
just bought Logic just so I could open it because I'd already had the trial before. I thought it might come in handy if I need to record vocals and stuff because
Yeah,
it does seem
definitely.
like a smoother process for vocals.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was debating whether to, because I had like a couple sessions coming up, and I was like, I'm gonna need to record vocals in these sessions, and I was debating whether to get Pro Tools or
Mhm.
learn Logic, because Pro Tools it seems like
That's
I don't
that's
know
like
why everyone.
the high level standard.
Yeah,
Totally.
that's like industry standard, isn't it? It just looks
Yeah.
ugly. It don't look as like fun as Logic and FL. But then I didn't know if like, because people rave about Pro Tools, but I don't know if that's just because it is the industry standard. Like, is there anything? I guess you guys don't know either because you don't
I've
really
never
use Pro
used
Tools,
it.
do you?
No, I've never
Mm.
Is there
even
anything that you can
downloaded
do
it.
in there that's different to Logic?
No, I'm pretty sure it's probably very similar, but just a different kind of workflow. Probably even faster because I
Yeah.
think it is built for the recording process.
When I was at that Cube in London, the assistant that was there, he'd been engineering some sessions, and I was asking him, and he was saying definitely Pro Tools because Logic's pretty easy to learn, so you can always learn that at some point. Pro Tools is a bit more intense to learn because there's not as many resources out there, like for tutorials and everything. But he said the thing with Pro Tools is because it's the industry standard, he's been able to like get in sessions that you wouldn't have been able to get in without that knowledge. So for example, who did he say? It might have been like 21 Savage or Uzi Vert. It was someone that came over and they were using that Cube studio and they needed someone that could work Pro Tools. And then some people saying like, oh, we just use Logic. And then he was about to walk out. He was like, I'm not working in here if I can't use Pro Tools. And then this guy stepped up and he was like, yeah, I
Damn.
know how to use it. So he got a session in with him and got some like good connections from it. But you're saying that happens a lot where like these big artists will come in and because their engineers are so used to using Pro Tools, they have like presets that they want to start with. So then if
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we need to use Logic, then they don't have the normal preset. So a lot of
Yeah,
people miss
it's
out on
true.
opportunities.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
I mean, if that's your aim and you want to engineer for people and stuff like that, it makes 100% sense to to learn it. It's only just another skill to have. Might as well.
Yeah. I
Mm.
mean, I can't lie. I don't even know if I want to. It's not like I want to get into like engineering for people. I'm not trying to be an engineer, but yeah, just as like another skill to have, like
Yeah.
just in case.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. How is your bike riding lessons going?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how that reminded you of bike lessons.
Because
I
you
guess
was
another
talking
skill
about
to have,
skills.
innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Good, you know. So I did CBT, which is like the first step past that, and then I only had like I'm only doing 2 full days training, and I've done both days. So my next step is the first practical test. You got to do 2 practical tests. You do like module 1, which I think is more like cone work and maneuvering and emergency stops and things like that. And then you do module 2, where it's more like a driving test where you're out on the road and you got a headset on and they tell you where to go.
Hmm.
That's all about like checking mirrors and being able to read the stop signs or just any like sign basically. But now it's going good, man. I kind of like it. It's fun. It's like a new challenge.
Yeah.
It's actually it's a nice adrenaline rush when you're out on a bike, especially when you get on the bigger ones. Because like the first day we were just on the smaller like 125cc ones, and then when you get on like the bigger bikes, like the powerful ones, which are more like 700cc, they're just rapid. So you go on them. Like it is fun. It is fun.
How's Kira? What's Kira saying about all this?
She dropped out. She came with me to the CBT.
Oh yeah.
She dropped
Nice.
out instantly. She was there for like 20 minutes and she's like, I hate this. This is not for me. So she left. She was she just couldn't get a balance. She didn't know how to work the bike or anything. So her arms were just like really stiff because she was so tense. So she wasn't able to like turn the bike or anything.
Yeah.
And then because
Yeah.
she was like just feeling so tense for like 20 minutes, it just exhausted her. So she was like, it's not for me. I've tried it, but I'm done.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's
fair
that's
enough.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've had some experience on like, I had like a ped when I was younger and just had bikes on holidays and shit. So I wasn't too bad. I caught it pretty easy.
Mm.
Mm.
So do you think you're gonna get a bike after this and start becoming a bike life guy?
Serious biker. I don't think
Yeah.
I'm like a bike life type of guy. I just wanted a weekend toy. Like I'm not gonna get rid of my car or anything, but I just thought it always seemed pretty fun. Like when I'm on holiday and I get one, it's always fun.
Mhm.
But over here we just don't get that weather, do we? Like by the time I've passed, it's gonna be probably like mid-October. So at that point, it's gonna be cold, man. It's already getting
Yeah,
cold
true.
here.
Mm.
But I don't know.
You know,
I
I don't
might,
know
I
how-
might get one.
If you're riding in, I'm guessing you have to wear like full leathers to ride. But I don't know if people. Obviously, I see people, like a lot of bikers out in the summer, but does it not get like super hot riding on like a hot engine plus being out
Mm.
in the summer riding, or is it like not too bad because you're moving?
You will get hot. Technically, you don't have to wear leathers and stuff. It's just what you wear is for your own protection. The only thing that you legally have to wear is a helmet, I think.
Oh really? Oh
Um,
shit! I
Yeah.
thought it was just
When I've been doing the lessons, you have to have boots, but I don't think that's a legal thing either. They just want to make sure you've got boots because it's hard to change the gears in like trainers and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And obviously you protect your ankles as well. So yeah, I imagine like when it's summer and it's hot, if you are dressed in leathers and a helmet and everything, then you're gonna be sweating in
Mm.
there.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah. Would you? I can see you in the custom made black leathers with the big cactus on the back.
I don't know about leathers. I don't think you'll catch me in leathers. I'll just stick to jeans. I'll maybe have a jacket that's got some padding or something. Because if
Yeah,
you
you can
fall
get the
off,
padding.
then
Yeah,
you are fucked if you fall off.
Mhm.
yeah, they'll tear straight through the jeans. You can't.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about bikes, man. It's just I know it's like an adrenaline rush. I'm like, you just hear too many stories, man. I'm just like, nah, I'm okay.
You
Yeah.
literally are risking your life, like getting on one.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's not even necessarily your ability. It's just fucking car, like other people, and like not seeing you,
Yeah.
and lorries pulling out and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does happen a lot. I can't lie.
Yeah,
So
stick to the country roads, you'll be fine.
those country roads, that's
Bro,
where a lot
even
of
them.
the accidents
Oh,
happen
true,
because of
yeah.
all the
'cause you
turns and
just
stuff.
you can never see what's coming
Yeah.
around the corner.
Would you do like dirt biking? You don't even use the roads. You just go onto like dirt tracks. So like kind of in the open. The only thing you can do is mess up. Like the
Yeah,
only reason why you're gonna get hurt is yourself, basically.
I'd be open to it. I've never
Yeah.
tried it. I don't
Does
see
look
why
fun.
not. I just
Yeah.
wanted the skill of being able to like ride a bike properly.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
So
Yeah.
after,
I feel like I'm comfortable. Even after 2 full days, I'm like comfortable on one now. Like I didn't install all last time. I was fine. Like didn't really make any mistakes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can learn pretty quick.
So after this, after once you get your license, is there any other side quests that you wanna?
After this, I don't know what the next one is. Pro Tools, I guess.
Yeah, Pro Tools
Pro
makes sense.
Tools.
I'm sure there must be. I feel like I've heard something about a Pro Tools certification where you can get trained on it properly.
Oh, really?
Real quick.
It's a good idea, actually. I feel like now that we're comfortable in FL, so like not reluctant, but you just almost don't see the point. But I
Yeah.
like you said earlier, you can't open up so many doors in terms of opportunities. So
Yeah,
it's
you
definitely
can
worth
get
learning. It might just be worth paying someone to just give you a whole workshop on it, you know, like 6 months or something. It's a couple lessons a week or something like that.
Yeah,
There's
maybe.
like official courses from Avid, and you could become an Avid certified user of Pro Tools.
Oh,
That's
okay.
quite cool.
You just got to take
Yeah.
fundamentals 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Do you think it'd be quite transferable? Do you think like it'd be fair, like easier to pick up now that we've been using a DAW, like any DAW for God, like
Yeah,
10 plus
surely.
years?
I think so, yeah. Definitely.
Just the basic premises will make it's just
Because
more
we-
so like the workflow in it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we understand all the terms and stuff like that. Like if someone says pull up an EQ and take out the lows, we understand
like,
what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll just be learning like the shortcuts, the
Mm-hmm.
hotkeys, and learning some of the terminology might be a little bit different. And just the way
Yeah.
things are routed, for example, like in FL,
Yeah,
how
that's-
you can just like click anything to route everything. In like Logic
Yeah.
and Pro Tools, it's different to that, isn't it? You're not really like connecting the wires. You're more like
Nah,
just
you
selecting the
just
option and
select
then
a
selecting
option,
the
yeah.
channel. Mm.
exactly.
Yeah, I bet Pro Tools users, if there's any watching, they're just like these fucking rookies. They ain't got a clue. They don't know what they're getting themselves into.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being naive, but I just feel like Pro Tools users are on the high horse a bit. I feel like they just love to
Yeah.
say that they use Pro Tools. Like, really, you can do it all in FL. I know people shit on FL for like vocal recording. Maybe it's not the best for vocal recording, but if you set up the template right in FL, then it can be sick.
Can be,
And then, yeah. But
All
don't
I
know.
can think of is just you just see clips of like blokes going, "Ah, that looks easy enough." Like hold my beer, and then you just try it, and you just can't
Yeah.
do it. Like just fail at it completely.
yeah,
But I know what you're saying. Though I think it shouldn't be as hard if someone was just new to engineering and not even touched any of the DAWs.
Mhm.
Then I think it'd be a lot more difficult to pick up, or it'd take a lot more time. So
I've heard that Pro Tools is really good for like connecting hardware equipment. So if you imagine like big studios that have like tons of hardware, it's meant to be
Yeah.
like really good for that. Whereas like maybe FL, you have to go through a few more options to like connect everything right and have everything set up. But yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to hear someone who's used both to be like, okay, this is why Pro Tools is better than
I
FL
wonder
or
if there's
Logic for recording.
I wonder if there's a video on it. Surely there's got to be some kind of content on it. Just a
Mm.
quick look.
On Pro Tools.
Just on like someone that's used FL or
Comparisons.
Logic and
Oh,
like
yeah.
Pro Tools, and then like if they say like just seeing if they say there's anything, if it's
Yeah.
like a big jump.
Mhm.
Yeah,
To be fair, I have noticed in the UK most producers who engineer just use Logic. I haven't really come
Yeah.
across many people who use Pro Tools in the UK. But when I was in LA, I remember I had one session where someone was recording and Pro Tools that's the preferred. Most
Mhm.
places.
Yeah, there is a video. It's a Pro
What were
Tools
they using, that
fanboy tries
Signature?
FL Studio.
Logic.
Logic.
Oh yeah, that's what HL8 said actually. He said the only person that uses Pro Tools there is but everyone
Yeah.
else just uses Logic. But then some people have said that certain artists will like only work with Pro Tools. I remember when Quincy was on, he was telling us that someone missed out on an opportunity because he got invited to a session but he didn't know how to use Pro Tools. And he missed out on a placement with a big artist. And then I had a session with Nines' producer, and he was saying like he kind of met Nines through being able to record on Pro Tools, and
Right.
they just like got tight after like the first session, and then started producing loads for him. But I think that started because he could use Pro Tools and
Yeah.
record for him.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's like the main thing in it. It's just like our ability to use something opens up like doors. I mean, I guess like our ability to use FL is the main reason why we
Yeah,
met. Same with Ocean. Like our main thing was just, I guess, more just music production in general, or YouTube. Being able to
yeah,
do
that's true.
YouTube. So I think, yeah, just
Yeah.
having a skill isn't just being able to say, "Oh, I have the skill." It's more so like, "Oh, this is going to get me in these rooms."
Mm.
So
What about you two? Have you got a side quest that you want to take on?
First,
let me to go first.
go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Um, kind of. Yeah, I've got a call today actually with this guy. I don't know if you guys seen this YouTube channel called Dark Label.
Yeah,
Mm,
he
nah.
talks about basically making money as a producer,
Yeah, yeah, but like not the
not the
type
traditional
beat
way
way,
though.
and
Yeah.
yeah, more of the like getting it's more of the traditional way, but it's like remote, so it's not
Mm.
like you have to be in LA or you don't have to be in London. So yeah, I just kind of had a meeting with one of the guys there like 2 weeks ago, and then I had a meeting with the guy that does the videos, like Daniel. I think he's like the guy that runs it, and then he just kind of just showed me what they're about and everything, and it all looks pretty good to be fair. I was looking at all these case studies and people that it didn't have even like a big brand, were just sort of mainly like traditional producers. They started working with him, and it made a huge difference to what they were doing, like in terms of business and just the whole workflow. So yeah, I've got a call with him later, and I think I'm going to start working with him. I think it's like over the next 6 months or so. So that's the
Nice.
Nice.
next
That's
thing, man.
exciting.
Because
What's his
yeah,
concept?
it's like what he started off working in LA. Like that was his main come up. He moved to LA. He had a home studio that he put on like Craigslist. Where you can kind of put up
Yeah.
studio space for. So he did that, and then he was kind of just scraping by, and I think he had a friend that he met someone who needed an assistant because the guy had like too much work on for weekends, so he went to work with this guy. Same concept, same studio, really good setup though, like a lot more professional than what he was doing. And then he was like, "How's this guy so busy?" And he was like, "Oh, he's got loads of clients online." And he was like, "Okay, let me build my own thing." So he built his own online production company, which is like sessions, but you just do it online, Zoom calls, and you meet people
Yeah.
that way, and kind of just do, client work based off of that. And then he
Right.
grew that to like 6-7 figures, and then kind of had like a breakdown afterwards, and then got back on the horse. And then now he's just helping other producers kind of build out their own
Mm.
like production companies. So I think he tailors it more to what kind of like suits it to what you want to do. But
Right.
but he's got like his core like thing of like helping producers build up their own clients. It's more so a way of like kind of just being like more in control of it. If you want to get work, you can just go out and get work. You don't have to, hope that, not hope, because obviously we're good at what we do, but you're not sort of like hoping that a product launch does well, or not just relying on that. I mean, obviously, we've all got
Yeah.
other stuff going on. So yeah, that's like basically what I'm going to be doing. But the long answer, but yeah,
Sick, man. Nah, that's
That's really
good.
good.
yeah, I'm intrigued to see what comes of it.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah,
I want to see
I
how
don't know
it
about
goes
you,
for you.
Jay, but like I'm not tired of doing it. I just I don't like releasing kits and stuff and the YouTube stuff. I'm like, I want to have just something else, like actually, just start producing for people, even if it's not like a big crazy placement. I just want
Yeah.
want to have that process again. So
I
yeah,
get
I
I
a
just
hear
feel
want
that.
for
to.
it.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Nah, it makes sense. I go through phases, man. I'm sure you guys do as well. Like sometimes I'm in the business mindset where I'm like, we need to get the sample pack business popping, like release more
yeah,
packs, do this and that. And then sometimes I'm in more of a producer mindset where I'm like, nah, I just really want to focus on my music at the moment, get better at making beats, work with artists, get placements. And then another time it might not be in any of them and you're feeling a bit lost or whatever it is. But
mm,
I go through cycles, man.
yeah. No, I hear
Yeah.
that. It's just
I,
sort of
I
like
feel
waves in
like
it.
I've
Mm-hmm.
probably been more into the producer mindset for too long now, and I probably
You
should
think?
switch back to mainly like the business side of things again.
Yeah,
I haven't dropped a
I don't
kit
know if you
in like almost 2 years. The last time I dropped a
Damn.
kit was
drill
March,
essentials.
February last year. So that's like, yeah, coming up a year and a half at
Yeah.
least.
It's a long time. Yeah. Have
So
you
what have
guys
you been
seen? Go on,
focusing
sorry.
on mainly for your for like revenue? Have you been focusing on sponsors or like kit
Sponsors
sales or
was the main thing. I mean,
yeah,
my sample sales would come. I mean, yeah, they will come in every now and
still
again.
come in?
They still come in.
Mm,
Not like when you release though, it's different.
yeah,
But I try to do like a periodization thing of stop focusing on that for now and just focus on the music as much as possible.
yeah,
But yeah, I think like there's coming to a time where it needs to switch.
right. And you've had a good
Yeah.
run on the producer side. Feels like you've
Yeah.
been like focusing purely on music for a while now.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of necessary just to grow as a producer,
Yeah,
just to get better at the skill of producing and just be a better producer overall, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I could do with that, man. Like, I don't know about you guys, but because we juggle so many different things where we're doing YouTube videos, like kit launches, and producing, and
It's
like
a
just
lot.
everything. Yeah, I feel like I don't spend as much time on the music as I should do. And then if you compare that to someone who, let's say if you were just doing a type beat channel and all you had to do was like make beats, because most of these type beat guys, they're not even like running email campaigns or doing anything, they're just uploading
Nothing.
beats.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, yeah, you have to do the video for the type beat, but that takes 2 minutes. So you're gonna get so good at making beats because all you're doing all day is making beats.
Mhm.
Whereas I
Hmm.
feel like, yeah, I don't spend that much time making beats, so my progression will be like a little bit slower. I'm still
But at least your
confident in my
business
beats,
skill
but
is good though.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
more like all rounded.
Yeah.
Whereas
More
you'll
secure.
meet like some of these guys who are running like the type beat channels and they don't have a clue how to. They don't have a clue about email marketing or like how to even brand themselves or just like anything like that. It's just more, just purely music. But yeah, I could do with like spending a bit of time like just on the music side as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't
It might
know.
be
I
worth
don't know
doing
if that's
like
gonna happen.
taking like a month like, out of the year where you just detox from
Yeah.
everything, no social media, nothing. Maybe have some stuff ready to go, like videos and stuff
Mm,
scheduled. But yeah, just a month off of everything, like, and then just
just make
just
music.
just make music. Yeah, maybe go somewhere else, go to a different like an Airbnb for a month. I don't
Yeah.
know, just just kind of really get away from everything and just focusing on music. Because yeah, I know what you mean. It gets just get everything gets diluted, doesn't it? Like the production, you're just like, I need to make a
Yeah.
beat. It's like, oh fuck, now I need to work on this and send these emails, and everything just kind of gets worse because not worse, but like the quality goes down because of it. But
Mm.
I don't
Do you feel like
necessarily think
people
that's a
catch
bad
up
thing.
as well? Have you ever
Yeah,
noticed that? Like you'll speak to people, or maybe you'll have people from like your audience, for example, who were just getting into it a while back, and you'd maybe heard their beats in like a beat review, and you could tell they were just getting into it. But fast forward like a few years, because they've just focused on music, now the beats are sick and it's like better than mine, and
yeah,
I'm like, whoa, what's this guy been doing?
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
No, I hear
A
that.
couple
Yeah,
guys have gone
definitely.
on to just like go crazy in the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah. There's a guy actually, the guy that produced Gang by Keys,
Oh yeah.
Outlaw Beats.
Oh yeah, he used to make
Out,
YouTube tutorials, didn't
yeah, he did. And then I think who did oh no, I bumped into him in Leicester
he? Yeah,
with
we
I was
did.
with
It was
Lona.
when no, you're with me. It
Oh,
was
oh
when
yeah,
we
it
were
was,
with
yeah, yeah.
Kasawi.
That's right. Yeah. We bumped into him, didn't we? And
Yeah.
at the time, I think I was gonna have to do a video with him where because he wasn't like huge at the time, he wasn't getting placements like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he really wanted to do like a I brought my subscriber to the studio kind of video, so
Hmm.
we was trying to organize that. Um, and then yeah, fast forward to like this year, and he's just banging out songs left, right, and center. Sort
Yeah.
of posted up at Signature, just going crazy. So it's
It's
good to
sick to
see, though.
see.
Yeah,
Because
it's
Yeah.
then it
really
makes
good
you
to
want to
see.
step up your game as well. It's like, whoa, am I taking the foot off the gas on like the music side? I need to step up my production even more.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen recently. Do you guys watch a channel called Film Booth? Or there's
Oh
two.
yeah.
There's one called Film Booth and one called Creative Booth. Yeah. So that guy, he's mentored quite a lot of like helped a lot of YouTubers like blow up their channels and stuff, and a lot of them have stopped uploading to their huge channels, and
Hmm.
relying on and like kind of just relying on views, and they've started up brand new channels, um, and they're not even too bothered about the views. Like they're uploading like hour-long workshops and videos, and
I've noticed that as well. You
yeah,
know that
it's a
James
new
James
thing.
Smith who does like
James
the all the
Smith, yeah,
fitness stuff. He's done the same thing.
yeah. I literally saw that yesterday. Saw they'd started up a new channel, and it's a new thing. It's not like because it is kind of stressful. You know how like it is with like our schedules, having to think of a new video every week, and while it's
Yeah.
sustainable up to this point, long term, like we're like, I don't know about you, Jay. In my head, I'm like, fuck, am I gonna have to just keep uploading videos for like my entire life? So
Yeah,
like
still like
the whole,
60 years old. Hey
yeah,
guys, I'm gonna
so,
make a drill beat.
yeah, you just like got two like hearing aids like right up
Yeah.
close to the screen.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, his like whole premise like is that you kind of want to work less on videos and work more on the business, and then as soon as you start working more on the business, all it takes then is for you to kind of almost just make the odd video here and there, and it's very very niche, and it's very specific to the product that you
Hmm.
kind of pushing people towards, or like the program that you're pushing to people towards. And it's not even in a scammy way. It's like come up with a really good product. I think that's kind of how I got into Dark Label. That's how they got me, because
Mm.
they haven't got a huge channel, but he's got the experience. He's had he's had older channels that have grown quite big, but yeah, you just niche down and focused on getting more like high paying clients, um, you know, over a long period of
Yeah.
time. And it just seems like that's the way everyone's going now. It's not coming up with viral ideas where you've got viewers that are just casual viewers. It's more so about attracting just the people you want to work with, really.
Mhm.
Seems
Yeah.
to be.
It's funny when you see people, it's like they've all taken the same course or something, or like there's been a certain video that everyone's watched. It's all right, this is the direction now, and then everyone kind of shifts with it. But it
Yeah,
does make sense because we spoke about it before, but it feels like on YouTube, you can either try and grow your audience as like big and broad as possible by making content that's more appealing to a wider audience instead of like just producers. Or if you wanted to focus on the business side and like sell kits, for example, then maybe just like tutorials and strictly like beat making stuff is more the way to go. So I guess
yeah,
it's like a similar thing, isn't it? Like these people are like leaving their big channels because maybe they were making content just to like grow a YouTube audience and not really thinking about who that audience is. Whereas
Yeah.
now
yeah,
they're just really trying to niche down, like you said, and just focus on, right, I've got this product to sell, so I'm just going to make content that's strictly for people that would potentially buy that product in the future. It seems like it's that, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And it's also like there was one like there's like a experiment that guy from Film Booth ran on it, and he was trying to help people with smaller channels that but were making enough to live off the income of viewers and the odd sales here and there. But he wanted to take it and just basically see if he can get those channels to um just make more money off of channels that are very small, like averaging about 3K views a video, um
Yeah.
and just see if he could help people like that. And yeah, he literally just made this whole instructions thing for these people that applied to do it, how making the product, making their sales page. I think it was basically he had them make a workshop for whatever niche they was in. It was like a workshop for whatever they were doing. Just one
Hmm.
video, like 1, 2, 3 hour long presentation thing that people pay to go to. And yeah, he had them do it, and then it was like a month long process or 6 week process where they had to spend a week coming up with the idea, spend a week coming up with the promo material, just spend a week getting everything, all the material ready, and then by the end of
Yeah.
it they can launch everything. And yeah, he said everyone apart from one person made over like 3K on the first day, and then that was
Mm.
like the low end, and then majority made over 10K the first day. And these were all like small channels with like
Yeah.
10K subscribers, 20K subscribers. And I
Yeah.
was
Mm.
kind of blown away by it, to be honest. I was like, sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for
I
sure.
I wonder what the niches were as well.
Yeah, he said they were
Mm.
kind of random. Like one girl she made like soap. She basically taught people how to make soap formulas and like different scented soaps. And then there's like
Right.
another guy who was more on like skating stuff. There's another guy that was on um like gaming stuff. It was quite a wide like array of things.
Mhm.
I know that
So
James Smith, his new stuff, he was always like PT focused before, but now his
yeah,
new channel is more like business focused and like how to like email marketing, growing on social media. So his course now is like basically a coaching course on how to grow a business essentially. That's
yeah,
like a shit way of explaining it, but it's down that line anyway.
yeah,
But maybe
Yeah.
those people, maybe that type of audience are willing to pay a bit more for certain
Definitely.
products.
I think that
Whereas
Yeah,
I
for
don't think
sure.
like
if you sell,
producers are quite young, aren't they? So I feel like it's hard for us to sell like a high ticket product anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I
if
hear
you're in
that.
the business niche, it's not anything to really spend a K on a course. To be
Mm,
honest, the more you pay for a course, the more is
The
valuable.
better.
You paying 20K
Yeah,
for a course and you're going to take it
yeah.
seriously.
Bro, trying to sell a production course for like 300. People think it's a scam. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
yeah, yeah,
A
yeah.
bundle was a
Literally.
scam, you know?
Try
It's
get a
crazy.
business course and you'll see what's a scam then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this another that film buff guy. He said an analogy. He was like, Pepsi and Coke sell one product that gives you diabetes, but you never complain when you see an advert from them. You give out all this
Yeah.
free, and we give out all this free content. Or you got tutorials twice a week to begin with. Now you send it, well, once a week, but doing it for years of free content. You put out one course where you're asking people to support, and you're going to give them all this value 10, 20 times, more in depth and stuff. You ask them one
Yeah.
time, and then it's like, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you. This is a scam. This is
Yeah.
you're a terrible person." It's like,
I really hate that mindset, man. And maybe I'm
It's a
biased because I
terrible
have a
mindset.
course, but even before I had my course, I was still buying other courses. Like I'd even bought like
Yeah.
production courses. Years ago, I bought like BusyWorks Beats courses and things like that. And I never, like a scam to me is if you paid for it and then you didn't receive anything back. It's like, where's my money
Yeah.
gone? But if you
Yeah.
get in a course, it's like you're just buying something. And then
That's what I'm
people will
saying.
happily go to university and get like 30 grand in debt to do a production course, but then spending £300 on a production course from one of your favorite YouTube people is a scam. Like, it's
That's what
crazy.
I'm saying. Courses
Does not
is
make
literally
sense,
an
bro.
investment in yourself to learn,
Yeah.
man. To learn like a very specific
Yeah.
thing. Man, I've spent so much money on courses. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
Just to learn.
Because when you want to learn
Just-
something, you want it like, you want the answers like instantly and mapped
And,
out. Like, because people
yeah,
say the
people say you
information's
can
on
just find it on the
YouTube.
internet.
Yeah.
But
How many
that's
hours
not
is that
true.
going to take?
It's not
Mm.
true. Yeah,
It's
it's
not
out
true.
there, but you don't know where to look. Like, how are you
Exactly.
going to know what to look for? Yeah, see, that's what a course is for. It's
You
like-
don't know what
Yeah.
you don't know at the end of the day.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Technically,
obviously
yeah,
there
you
is,
can
like-
search, but
Yeah,
Mhm.
there is like some shit courses out there. Like, yeah, I'm not saying there's like every course is got all the gems in it. So you do need to find someone who you can trust, and maybe
Yeah.
YouTube's good for finding channels where you can go into their content and
Yeah.
go, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Now I'll get his course. Do you do
Mhm.
due diligence? But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I think that's what it comes down to. You just have to have your own filter to filter out who's real and who's not.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll leave links to all our courses in the description.
Oh man.
What was
Yeah.
the last course you bought, Ocean? And also, you didn't say if you had a side
Oh, yeah.
quest as well. I don't know if you answered that.
The side quest at the moment, I've been playing paddle. You guys heard of that?
Mm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We
That looks
spoke about
good.
that, didn't we? I wanted to get
Yeah.
into that.
I've been getting into that. I've been playing a couple times a week. Honestly, just trying to up my fitness in paddle, in Muay Thai. And then the last course I bought, and honestly, it's been really, really good. It's a course by a producer artist called Afrojack. You guys ever heard of him?
Mm. I think so.
So he's more in the dance world, but he's done a lot of hip hop songs as well. Like "Look at Me Now" is probably his big classic.
Right.
Or
Oh, okay.
Wow.
he produced "Give Me Everything," the Neo and Pitbull song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So he's had like very big commercial hits, but his course is about basically how to navigate an actual career as a producer in the dance scene. But it's not cookie cutter in the sense that, oh, you just need to work hard. He really just spits out the facts. Like, stop trying to be, for example, one thing he says is like, in production, turn down the volume because your ear is going to auto sidechain the kick. It's going to limit the kick in your head. So you're going to think the kick is like too, the way how he puts it, it's like
What?
psycho.
It's hitting hard already. If you
It's
turn
hitting
it up.
hard, and if you
Yeah.
keep turning it up, your mind is going to think it's not hitting hard because your mind is ducking it.
Right.
But when you go and bounce out your beat, it's fucked up because it's too high.
It's too
You need
loud.
to actually
Mm.
produce on a very quiet. That was one
Yeah.
thing to do with producing, but a career thing he would say is like, you need to analyze music and really understand why it works, the psychology behind it. Not just sit at your desk and think, oh, I'm just gonna try and pick out a vibe and go for a vibe. You need to like think about, why do people like this song? So the example he
Mhm.
gave is like, people are starting to do Afro house, but if you don't know that a melody in Afro house is minimum of 32 bars of progression, if you
Mm.
go in with the mindset you're just going to do 4 bar on a loop, you've already like eliminated yourself from making something that could be
Be
what
a
it's meant
hit,
to
yeah.
be.
Right.
Little gems like this, but I'm learning a lot. I've learned a lot. I've been through the course a couple of times. I'm still like trying to take it in even more. But he's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
matter of fact. He's not. It's very like, this is the fact. Your manager is not your friend. Your agent is not your friend. You be nice to these people and you treat everyone with respect, but you still need to do your due diligence and stuff like this.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
understand that when you sign to an agent, they want to put you everywhere. But if you ask your agent, should I get into the studio more to make more tracks? The agent's going to tell you, no, you need to go out and DJ because they're going to make
Make
money
more
off you.
money. Yeah.
But you know within yourself, you need to make the hits so you can keep on DJing.
Mm.
Little shit like that, but it's really good. That's why I buy courses, because it like, I could have figured that out, yeah, but it's gonna take me too long, man. I could have
Yeah.
figured this out in maybe 2-3 years, but that's a long time. I'll get this information like bam.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
definitely worth it to me.
Yeah, man, definitely. And to be fair, he's very active in the Discord. You can drop a demo, he will listen and be like,
Mm.
nah, this isn't it. You need to do this, or
Mm.
Yeah.
this
That's
thing
that's
sounds
another
not
good thing
great.
about buying stuff like that, actually, because it gives you
Yeah.
access. Like if you pay for something, you know you've got access to someone that you want, that you have questions for.
Yeah.
Then it's like the easiest way to get access, because everyone's DMs are like flooded. Like people, like successful people, like the DMs will be flooded with people asking questions. So you could try that way, but if you know that paying for a course, for example, will get you access to like a live session with them where you can ask questions, maybe get them to listen to your music and things like that. It's like, why not? Then you've got your foot in the door. Then it's like you've got access to this person. They know you're serious because you've invested in them. So they will like want to give back to you almost. Like I'm sure you guys have
Yeah.
had that before. If you know that someone's bought your course and they've messaged you saying, bro, like I've bought your course, gone through it, I was wondering if you could listen to this beat. I might be like, yeah, you know what? You spent this money. Let me just hear it. Let me see how you're doing and I'll help you out.
Yeah,
So it just
Yeah,
gives you
for
a
sure.
bit more access.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. I think it's just when you invest in yourself, it pays back more than you think it could. Even if
Yeah,
it's not right in
100%.
that moment, like, eventually it could do. Usually good things come from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, there's never anything. It never negatively affects you. Like, if anything, it might be a
Yeah.
small positive, but it's still a positive.
Mm.
Might be a
Even
huge
if it's just a
positive.
couple of gems.
Hmm.
It's a couple of
Yeah.
gems that you've not wasted time on making a mistake.
People think it's like some like, it is kind of a game. It's not really a game, but it's like, it is the sad. It's not really a sad fact of it, but like you said, Jay, if you want to get access to someone, you either need to have some kind of social status. You know, you need a solid brand. You have numbers so that when you reach out to someone, like if you reached out to someone, they're more likely to look at you and go, "Oh, it's Jay Cactus." Like, yeah, let me reply to him. If it's like a bigger producer or a bigger artist, and then it's like, if you don't have that, then yeah, just money. Like just you need to like pay them
Money
something.
talks,
Buy
man,
a
it
course.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally does. Like it's not it, and it's not. It's not a
It's
bad
sad,
thing
but
to
it's
be
like
honest.
it's just the truth. It's like
It is true.
everyone's
Yeah.
busy, man.
It's true.
Yeah, everyone has their lives. Like you've got lots of people to, like to help out, and
Mm-hmm.
you can't spend every day going through all your DMs. So yeah, that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, isn't it? It's not. It's not like we're
Yeah.
purposely going out our way to ignore people. It's just that yeah, you can't help everyone, individually.
Of
So
course.
Once again, you just have to really filter out and decide for yourself if it's right for you, if it's a good course. Because I've definitely spent loads of money on courses which haven't been great too, which were
Yeah, yeah.
let down.
yeah, same here. But I think
Yeah.
the longer you do it, so I think in the beginning you will end up buying courses, and you might waste some
True.
money on some courses like right in the beginning because you don't know what is a good course.
Yeah.
But as soon as the longer you're in it, you're like, okay, well that's bullshit. And then like like now, if you see a course come up, you're like, you kind of already know if it's bullshit or if it's like
Yeah.
worth your time to look into.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
yeah, the longer you do it, the better your filter gets as well at figuring out where the
Mhm.
right information is. So it's like anything. It's like getting better at FL Studios, getting better at marketing. Just takes time.
Mhm.
Yeah. and understanding there's no guarantees as well. Because some people, like, they might buy a business course, for example, and think, well, if I don't make 5 grand after this course, then it's a scam and I want my money back. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, the information's there, but you still have to do the work yourself. Like, we can teach you how to make beats for like 10 hours straight, but if you don't then take that information and start making beats over and over again, like consistently for a long
Yeah.
period of time, it's not going to work. It's going to help you. It's going to like give you the answers you're looking for pretty quick, but you still need to train your ear and just develop
Yeah.
that skill to
Develop
have
your own
the
ear.
taste you need for good music.
You got to apply the information.
Yeah.
That's another thing as well. Like sometimes you might think you're gonna get the course and it's gonna tell you everything, and you don't have to work on it. You just tell
Mhm.
the information,
Yeah.
that's it. But you actually have to really apply it. But not just apply it for yourself and how it can work for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So take it in your own way and figure it out not by yourself, but yeah, take it your own way. I was gonna say as well another thing about this getting, you know, like high ticket clients thing is like just for like for our sake, the way that I think that a lot of these guys are doing it is they start off with like surveys to begin with, and they just filter out they basically just filter it down to the people who they know they can help, instead of just inviting anyone into their consulting thing or like their courses. It's like, yeah, do you have this size channel? Do you have to get this many views per month? What's your email list size? You know, it's very niche, and it's like, do you have these, tick all these boxes? If you do, then I can definitely help you. I can definitely help you scale and do whatever you need. If you don't, then you are going to have to, you know, try and get to that point. So yeah, I think that's also quite a like, it's a good way of like not selling a dream and then not coming through on it. You know, you can actually say like, okay, I can help you if you've got these things put in place beforehand.
Yeah.
So I think that's another thing. I think that's another thing about bad courses is that they sell the dream, saying like you can make X, Y, and Z, you know, within a few months. And it's like, this person's been doing it. It's like, yeah, but they already had maybe an email list. They might have already had different circumstances or a better product at the time, you know. So
yeah,
I
you
think
do
that's
have
a
to
good
be
way
careful, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the areas you need to improve on for production side? Because I feel like you two have probably been doing it longer than me. Like, I made beats when I was younger, but not seriously. I was just playing around with samples and stuff. I feel like you two have been producing longer than me. So maybe even at this stage, what do you think you need to improve on?
So much, man.
Yeah, a lot.
I feel like I'm good and I can make great stuff, but like not everything I touch is great. I still feel like that can be improved. Like,
yeah, but I
I've
feel
never
like
made a
that's
hit
with
song.
everything though, isn't it? Like a lot of, I think Russ said it. He was like people see the hits, like the big songs that he drops, thinking he's just dropping bangers after bangers. But he says like, I've made like 10 times the amount of songs that have actually released. Like you have to go through making a lot of shit, and then eventually you get good ones every now and then.
Yeah.
But,
I guess if we break it down into specific stuff, I've been really nailing down like mixing and really getting my stuff to sound super polished and super good.
Right.
So every time I'm mixing, every mix is getting progressively better, which is good.
Nice.
I bet the mixing process is so different for EDM as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. So I've got a video coming out on mixing, but mixing beats.
Right.
Mixing beats is a lot. I don't want to say it's easy because it's not, but it's just a bit more. It's just different because all you want to do is get hitting loud and hitting hard.
Yeah.
But with BTM, it's literally like if you look at the frequencies, it's kind of like it's got a flow in a certain way.
Like there's more dynamic range with tracks like that.
And then it's got to cut out at certain points, and then the dynamic's got to come back in again. It's a bit, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I think, it seems like there's way more attention to detail, and like even the arrangement is like stuff sort of like evolving throughout. Like even like you're automating reverb effects, you're automating like even just volume overall, like bringing it down like a dB here and there, and then bringing it straight back up for a drop and stuff like that. So it seems like a whole nother game. I did see with some producers, like I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm making trap beats, normally I'd make an 8-bar intro or 16-bar intro, very minimal automation. It's mainly just like I'll need to automate like I don't know,
filter or
like
something.
a filter, yeah, for like the.
Yeah.
But I made a beat with that Kicks guy a few weeks ago, and he makes like a lot of attention to the drop to the point where, in fact, this is actually a gem I didn't know about. Maybe you guys do, but for the intro he had, he's got like a bunch of different sends on his mixer, and he ran like a bunch of some drums to one, and then half timed them, and then automated that for the intro, and then some of the melodic elements as well. But then he automated fresh air, and you put like fresh air on the master, and it kind of just
Oh
so he
yeah,
automated that, so it wasn't playing for the first 8 bar. Kind of sounded a bit muddy, not muddy, but like just less bright.
bit more
And
dull.
and then as soon as the drums hit, everything just went like whew, it just sounded like super like
Ooh.
clean and bright. And I was like, fuck, I'd never thought to use fresh air like that. I just bang it on the master, and I'm done with
Did you
it.
feel a difference as
Yeah.
well with that?
Yeah, like I've noticed with his beats, like I'm like his drops just hit perfectly. Like I've going through some of his beats, and his intros are real like nice, and you can just feel it building up. And because he'll do like a band pass filter, and then he'll just ease that out as well. So it starts off dead thin, and then it gradually opens up. It's kind of like normal, but I don't think to do it all the time. But yeah, just stuff like that. And then, but the big one was like, yeah, the fresh air, and then even the halftime made a big difference. But yeah, the
I
fresh
see
air
people do
one,
it with EQs, like gradually bringing the filter on, like taking
Yeah.
out some high end, and then when the drop comes, then all the frequencies come in. But yeah,
Yeah.
fresh air, that's a gem really, because even if you don't like fully notice it, you'll probably feel it subconsciously, because it's like
yeah,
you naturally do hear those higher frequencies a lot easier, don't they? And like
yeah,
those higher frequencies are sort of related to excitement, so you feel that excitement come in.
yeah. And on top of that, he's got the tempo, he's got the Afro drill. It's all very high energy anyway, and that just really
Yeah.
like adds that thing to it. And then he won't mind me saying these because I think he's put them out on a tutorial. But yeah, with his spins 808s as well. He cuts all the bass out, and then just keeps the sub. Like he literally gets an EQ, just cuts the body of it like 100 hertz, and then boosts all the anything below that. So like the kick just punches
Yeah.
through every time, but then you
Oh,
still
okay,
hear
yeah.
like a
So
you
it keeps
still
the sub
feel
from it and the high end, but just ducks out like the bass part.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, again that just like if you listen to him, like the low end just sounds clean and like thumpy, but yeah, it's just I don't know, it's just you have to kind of listen to it to get it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it
Did
kind
you
of opened
cook
my
up
eyes to a
live
lot of
with
stuff.
him? Because I saw you put the collab out. Was that in a live session?
Yeah, I'm in his Discord, so like he just hangs out in there most of the day. Like he'll just be in
Right.
there, and he'll be working on his VST or just be chilling in there. So I normally just jump in every now and then, and I'll be like, oh, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try and make an Afro drill beat. So he sent me his kit, and then I just started working on something. I didn't finish it that day, and I was like, came on a few days later, and I was like, oh, do you want to finish this? He's like, actually, yeah, fuck it, yeah, I haven't got a beat for the for this week.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
Did you
alright.
start it as an Afro drill beat as well?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Started
Okay.
the melody, and then added some like perks, and like got like a basic drum bounce, some perk loops and stuff,
Yeah.
and then he just kind of wrapped it up, arranged it and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sick.
it was fun though. Have you tried making it before?
Yeah, I've done Afro drill a couple
Hmm.
times. Probably not as detailed as he'd do it,
Right.
because his beats are sick, so it didn't really come out like that. But yeah, it's fun to make. Like the energy's like it's good, like the bounces there and everything. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Just
I've
it was
done
quite
like a
fun to
couple
make.
tutorials, I think.
Yeah, it's good fun. Have you tried it, Ocean?
Yeah. Actually, remember when I said I did the type beat channel as like a
Mhm.
tester? My type beat
Oh,
channel
yeah.
was Afro drill.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
I remember you saying that. It was like hazy type beats, wasn't it?
Yeah, all hazy type beats at the time, hazy and banker.
Yeah.
Mm.
You probably got in at a good time for it as well. Like if you
Yeah.
carried on with it.
Yeah.
Maybe if I continued it, it could have been something. Because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I was telling LB before, after 2 weeks of posting, I didn't post again, and then I checked back maybe like a month later, and one of the videos had 30 something K views, but just no sales.
Right.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
there
to
could have been
check now.
potential. Man, my type beat channel is like a mess. I keep thinking that I'd like to do something with a type beat channel, but I don't think I make one sound like enough to make it work. Because
Yeah.
like I'll,
Yeah.
I'll make like don't make as much drill anymore. I still make trap. I just like I always another thing I go through phases with. Like I've been through like my boom bap phase. Now I'm in my trap phase. But then
Yeah,
for YouTube, that's just like not good at all. Like you can't be uploading like boom bap and trap and drill all to one channel. So I've like kind of messed the algorithm up on my channel really with so many different keywords. So now if I did it, I wouldn't know whether to start a new channel, like clean slate, or just upload like one style of beat from now on to the main channel. Because the main one's got like 20k subs, so it would feel like a waste to just get rid of that.
Yeah.
yeah. Might be worth just trying it, for 3-4 months, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know, however long you're committed to doing it, and then seeing what the results are. Because yeah, you're right. There's no point in throwing away a channel that's you've been building for a while.
yeah.
Yeah,
I could do it with if I take a month off just to focus on music. I don't think I could stop doing the YouTube videos, but maybe I could like not work on a kit or something like that and just focus on like mainly music, and then just upload that whatever beats I'm making in that 1 month, just upload those to the type beat channel, just as a challenge, just to see what happens.
yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, my type beat challenge is going to be like 2 years long at this point.
You know what though,
Literally.
with type beat channels, it feels like you never know at what point they're going to explode. Like some people, like when you look at their data, it's just like a straight line for a while, and then all of a sudden
Yeah,
it's like boom, they just shoot up.
yeah,
So you don't know if it's going to be like 6 months, 2 years, like maybe longer. Like who knows?
yeah. No, I hear that. It could just be that one or two videos that it just pops it off, and then after that, everyone just knows to come back to it.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
What do you think your weaknesses are? What do you think you need to
In
improve on?
production,
Yeah.
probably attention to detail, because I'm uploading a lot of those beats. Like I'm not really thinking too much about like 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 kicks, intros. I'm not really thinking
Mm.
about automating stuff. I'm doing it a little bit more now, just because I can like quickly do it in my head. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly how I want to do this intro.
Yeah.
Um, but I'd honestly say just like doing like producing a song, just start to finish. Like I wouldn't say I'm the best at that.
Mhm.
Maybe probably because I haven't just done it enough. Like sitting down with an artist and being like, right, what do you want to do with this? And
Yeah.
here's the beat. Let's record it, and then we'll go back and then turn it into a song instead of just you singing or rapping over a beat.
Yeah, and giving it like a proper input as well, like kind of helping the
Yeah,
artist like get the best out of themselves.
yeah. So probably just that whole process, just more like hands on, that kind of side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes
I'd love
sense.
to sit in on. I've been listening to a podcast by this guy. Have you heard of him? It's called Daniel Wall, I think, and he
I think
interviews
so.
Not
songwriters.
sure.
So he's
Oh,
interviewed
okay.
like Benny Blanco, Ryan Tedder, some other really massive songwriters who just have hits after hits.
Right.
But I would really love to just see how they do it, how they write
Yeah.
a hit song, because the amount of hits they have is insane. It's not like
Mm.
just one
It's
one
like
hit.
they've
It's
got a
like
formula or something.
Yeah,
but there has to be.
it
Yeah.
has to be. Yeah. Didn't you
But
say, Ocean? There was like some artist
oh yeah,
that and like
I know you're
she
talking
like
about.
eavesdropped in on a voice. Basically, she got signed to a label. I mean, you could probably
Mhm.
actually, do you want to tell the story? Because I'm probably
So
missing
yeah,
out
there was
details.
this artist. She got signed to a label, and she kept on giving them the songs to put out, and they're like, "No, this is not it. It's not it. It's not it." And so obviously she's getting depressed and disheartened because it's like she's signed, but she can't do anything creatively because they're just saying no. Um, the head of the label is called Mike Carron. He's kind of well known, and
Mhm.
um, apparently he has this formula. And one of the producers who works closely with Mike Carron has the formula. So the producer texted the formula to the girl, like, "Don't share this with anyone. This is the formula." And she's like, "Oh, fuck it. Let me just use this formula." She recorded this song half-heartedly. She said she didn't like the song whatsoever, but it
Yeah.
followed the formula to a T. She gave it to the label. The label's like, "This is it. We're putting it out." Becomes her biggest song on
That's
streaming.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what the formula is, but I've been listening to the song just to kind of try and figure it out in it.
Yeah.
And I think it comes down to pretty much getting into the song really quickly, just by like scouring the internet. I think there's certain themes like love
Mm.
or a change in life or a change in season, something like this.
Are these pop tracks we're talking
Yeah.
about?
A very catchy chorus. Yeah, pop. But I mean, it can apply to hip hop too in some ways. Maybe not the love aspect,
Mhm.
but the catchy melody, something that you can sing along to.
Like She's
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah,
Straight
no,
from that.
100%.
That is catchy, you know. Like
That is
stuck in my
super
head.
catchy.
Thanks. I've been getting a good response, but one guy commented saying, "Bro, you need to, you're so lazy on the chorus. You should have said sort of done something else." And I was like, "Nah, it's
Nah,
catchy."
it works, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
yeah,
yeah, I definitely want to see what the even though that there could be a formula, yeah, and they give it to me, I still might not be able to put it off just because I don't have, what they have. But
yeah,
I still would just like to see like what are they thinking? What is their framework to do these kind of things?
yeah. A certain topic. I wonder if it's like, I bet it's got to be quite intricate now. I thought it'd be more so the arrangement as well. It'd be like, I thought it'd be quite detailed, the formula. I think it'd be like the arrangement of the song, like
Yeah.
how it's structured, and then like you said, like the topics you cover, and then how like each sentence is kind of formed, like the structure of
Mm.
the lyrics, and how like how catchy it is to sing and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I bet it's quite detailed.
What about you, Jay? What are you trying to improve on, or what do you think you should improve on?
Producing, I think like maybe melodies I could still improve on a bit. Like I feel when I make loop kits and stuff, I feel like my loops are solid when I spend some time like just making loops. But then say if I'm like cooking up a full beat from scratch, it does take me a while to like do like a full like good melody and get drums in and everything. Like for tutorials, I'm filming for like 2 to 3 hours just on like one beat, which is kind of long, really. And I feel like it would just help in sessions, for example, if I could speed up that a little bit. Or if it's like, okay, I could just make like a full beat from scratch under an hour every time and have like a good quality melody and drums there. Then I feel like I just need to get to that point where I'm just stepping it up a little bit more. But like, yeah. And then, yeah, I guess like what you said as well, it'll be like maybe just getting more confident in those sessions as well. But that's just going to come with experience, like working with more artists.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
No, that sounds good though. So what do you think? You want to speed up the whole beat making like workflow, or just like, yeah, what did you mean by that?
I think so, yeah. Sometimes I think that, like, yeah, speeding up my workflow. Like, I know how to work FL quick. Like, I'm fast using FL. But when it comes to, like, melodies, for example, like, it takes me a while to, like, get something solid out of it. But I don't just, maybe it's because I try and see how far I can take the melody as well. Like, I won't just, like, use the MIDI. I've always got to, like, render it, stretch it, reverse it, like, throw different effects on and see what I can get out of it. But then obviously when you come across people like Kicks, for example, he'll spend like days on one beat sometimes, won't he? Or like hours and hours. So then I'm like, oh, maybe I don't actually take that long to make beats. I think I just compare myself sometimes to those guys that can cook up just rapid. When you see like a Nick Mira or a Rio like making a beat, and they're just making
aliens.
They're like machines. They're just banging out like 6 beats in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, maybe that's just comparing myself, which is not always good.
Yeah, I guess like you kind of they're popular producers, so like they're the only people you're really going to see. So yeah, it's easy to just compare yourself to them, isn't it? But yeah, I think 2 to 3 hours isn't too bad at all, really. So, yeah. How about you, Ocean?
It's not
How long
too
you
bad, I guess.
Yeah.
If I'm making a trap beat, honestly, I'm trying to zoom through it as fast as I can. I try not to overthink anything. It's literally, could be 20 minutes, could be an hour. But usually it's quite quick. I don't really like to keep listening to it and having it on loop and trying to like do too much. I just try and speed through it.
Yeah.
But it's the complete opposite with electronic music. Like today I was sitting down for like 3-4 hours. Bro, I'm still at the beginning of the beat. It's just sometimes it just takes so long because I'm trying to just iron it out too much.
Yeah. Do you spend more
literally-
time on like one section, like building up to a drop, for example? Are you spending like good amount of time.
Sometimes, yeah, but even today, literally, I just spent out like an hour just getting the kick in my bass to hit pretty much exactly how I want. So,
Right.
and I would never do that in a trap beat, but in like an electronic beat, for example, I'm hearing my kick. There's a slight flipping high on it. Let me render it out, cut it off. Then the bass is like, the reverb is just too long. Let me just cut. And then, it just gets so long, bro.
Yeah.
And then
That sounds like a whole different.
I need to cut that split second. There's too. I find like I'm being maybe a bit too detailed.
Right.
It's like the complete opposite. Trap beats, I'm not detailed at all. I never use automation. To this, everything is automated. Everything is detailed.
Yeah, it's a totally different workflow, isn't it? Yeah, what are we saying, boys? Think we should wrap up there? Hour and a half. We're going on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good point.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, man. Appreciate everyone for
Yeah.
watching. We'll see you all in the next one.
See you guys, boys. See ya.
Peace.